We've got approximately 230 hectares, which roughly is 210 to 220 effective. So we run about 2,300 breeding ewes, 500 or 600 hoggets, 250 roughly ram hoggets we sell as two-deuce, and some trading cattle plus rams.
The stock production that you're working on is within the top 5% of Southland. How did you achieve that?
Well, production really stems from a lot of work over many years of improving genetics and really farm management with grasses and drainage and fertiliser and such like. It's a combination of a lot of things. Late 80s we were around about 140% to sale. Now we're knocking on the door of 170% to sale, and that's without hogget lambs. Our weights are sort of 17.5, 18 kilograms. This year we're averaging over 18 kilograms. We're looking at genes, and we're probably playing with 4 or 5 genes at the moment, which are giving us sustainable, rapid increases of production. And the thing about genes against performance recording techniques we've used in the past is that genes give a quantified performance level. So everybody's demanding production increases yesterday. The Wishart gene gives something like a 20 to 25% lift in ovulation rates. So that's quite a user-friendly amount that any farmer could use. So one of the unique things about our place really is our soil types. We have Pukemutu clay, which is a reasonably difficult soil to manage. We're at a stage now that we've got a very good balance of soil types. We have a lot of flexibility in our management. As I said, with Pukemutu clay, it's very important that it's not pugged. And we've got a lot of peat soils which we can head to in extreme weather conditions. Those soils warm up earlier in the spring, so that gives us such a good balance on our property. So people that come down our road think, said I'll always marvel at how well the place looks, but I always remind them that the interior of our property has taken a lot of work to get to that state. There's thousands of tiles underneath that ground. There's a lot of improvement in pastures, which is really like sheep, like animal genetics. It's they're making rapid progress, and some of the new pasture species now just really complement our production to such an extent. One of the interesting things with our fertiliser program is it's serpentine super. There's a lot of talk about leaching of phosphates, and serpentine super analysis done on serpentine super shows that in heavy weather conditions after top dressing, 0.05 of that product would leach, which is just about nothing is leached out. So it's a very environmentally friendly product. So as is lime. So we feel we use very little nitrogen as well. We grow lots of good clovers, which is our cheapest form of nitrogen. So that side of it is very, very important environmentally moving forward. The last piece we bought 2 years ago, it is now totally fenced off as well. That's really important. That we look after those waterways, and it's important for us too, because that we don't lose stock in those waterways as well. So there's a monetary benefit, an environmental benefit, and a lot of those waterways were fenced off with riparian shelter, which is I love trees as much as I love animals. Our triplets at weaning are averaging about 27 kilos, which is very good, and we've got a really sustainable program that we follow through scanning through to that process. And all our sires now of the top grade. And last year I think we had 96% of our singles were born alive at birth, 92% of our twins were born alive, and 87% of our triplets were born alive. So, really we're averaging well over 90% born alive at birth, which, is a really good figure, particularly on the scannings that we're achieving. And, there's a whole group of breeders that are doing some marvellous things, and we'd like to think we're included in that bunch. If we had a core statement, it would be that we're deriving benefits and enjoyment off what we're doing and the progress we're making, And regardless of what happens to us in the future, whether a family take this property on or it is sold or whatever happens, it'll be left by us in a much better state than what we found it. And I think that's very important.